So who's your favorite manifesting author, Mr. 2020? Oh, I just love this one. We're going to have some fun today here on the Power of Imagination podcast, where we explore one thing and one thing only. What matters. It's called you. It's called the Power of Imagination. And here's the deal, guys. The rock's in the sky, the rock's in your pocket. You know, the rock heads running for office. Come on, do you really feel that stuff matters more than you? I notice most people do. But let's dive in. My favorite manifesting author is Bill Bryson. Bill Bryson. Well, let me just drill down a little bit. My favorite book of his, The Life and Times of the Thunderbolt Kid. Nah, maybe not. It's a good one. I've listened to it at least 1,000 times. How about a book called 1927 or One Summer? It's called different things in different parts of the world. There's another one about a house. And by the way, I've got these on my Kindle. I've got some of them also printed. And I love listening to Bill actually speak them forth on audible.com. Crass commercial. Go spend some money there. I'd skip the morning show. But I digress. And I know I'm going to hear from you guys. But hey, what about Neville Goddard, right? Oh yeah, Neville wrote some good shit. I'm assuming you already know about that. And here's the other one I'm going to get. I don't get it, Mr. 20. This guy doesn't write about manifesting at all. You want to bet? This guy has brought richness into my life and into the lives of millions. He reveals such joy, such wonder, such depth in the way that he writes, in the way that he speaks. And you know, he's made some money. And he's made a difference in a lot of people's lives. And I just love this fella. He's one of those people, if they showed up on the doorstep, right, I'd be taking him back to the cottage. Here, stay here for a couple weeks. Let's have coffee every day. Let's chat. Shall we? Because he is a delight to behold. And I'll be honest, that's what I want for you. I want you and your life to be a delight to behold. And when you experience the state of Bill Bryson, you know, Bill Bryson, reading Bill Bryson especially, oh my God, it is delightful. So I know someone else is going to ask, really, 20, tell me your favorite manifesting books. I tell you what, some of my favorites are some of the ones that I hate the most. It's the stuff that I've written. And I love what I've written and I hate what I've written. Both. Because I wrote the best I could at the time. And I shared the best I could at the time. And if I was rewriting it today, I'd write it something different. Because I'm always evolving. I'm always on an adventure, and so are you. Unless you're on a journey. You know, there's a massive difference between a journey and an adventure. Yeah, journeys, when I talk to journey folks, they tend to say something like, life is a journey, you came here for lessons, you have to complete them before you get to the next, blah, blah, blah. I tend to notice life is an adventure. I am God having the adventure of a lifetime. And I can open up to all kinds of adventure. I met her. I moved here. I do this. Some people think I brag when I say 3.9 million listens. I'm just saying that because I do this from the portable disposable hot tub. And it blesses millions of, listeners. Millions of listens. I'd have to say that there's got to be at least 10 people in the world that actually listen to this. So if 10 people actually listen to this in the world, right? Let's make up some numbers. And let's add in a real number, 3.9 million listens. That means 10 people will have had to have listened to 390,000 episodes. Well, there's only like 2,500 episodes, so they'd have to listen a lot. But does it include, like, if you listen more than once, does it count it more than once? You see, it gets confusing, doesn't it? Or I can imagine that me showing up invites you to show up. Me exploring invites you to explore. Me soaring invites you to soar. You'll notice I'm not big on preaching how to fix your problems. I'm really big on inviting you to engage possibilities. So I've got 3 for you today. Why not? Something to do. If you really want to read some manifesting stuff, read some Neville. Stay off Reddit. Number 2, and I say that because most of what I read is from people who haven't bought the Pearl of Great Price. In other words, they're still making exceptions to the law, and they're still blaming silly shit. God, you start listening to that, suddenly it matters that you're a male or a female, or who's running for office, or what rocks are in the sky, or what rocks are in your pocket, all that stuff that just weighs you down. So read some Neville. Why not? Something to do. You can get one of those collections for like $20 on your Kindle, or you can put a Kindle app on your phone and get it for like $20. Right? I'm a massive fan. It's fast. A lot of people buy the books. They say, I like books, but they put them on a bookshelf, and they never carry them with them. Wherever I've got a device, I've got like 3,000 books that I read. But I seem to digress. The second thing, hey, I've got some cool little books. Go to NevilleGoddardStore.com. You click on the sections where there's books, the little $7 sections. I think there's an ebook section there. But get some of my stuff. Why not? I write some cool shit. I'm writing some cool shit now. And 3, I write a lot of cool shit in Remarkable. It never makes it out of Remarkable because, I don't know. I just want to share it where people will dance with it and where people have committed to dance. Because at the end of the day, you can be interested in change. I'm interested. I'm interested enough to read the Reddits. I'm interested enough to listen to the podcast. Thanks. I appreciate that. But I don't want you to be motivated. I don't want you to be inspired. I want you to actualize. I want you to dance more. Which leads us to the 3rd, joinremarkable.com. That's just one word, joinremarkable.com. You got a bunch of goodies. You get to hang out with a cool crew. You get to join us on the live group calls. I think you get a lot when you give yourself a chance. And Bill Bryson, hey, by any chance, if you listen to this, I just want you to know how deeply you have enriched my life. Because being able to bring out the magic within yours brings more magic into the world. Let us go into the silence. You know, this episode came from your questions, your emails, you letting me know that you have a pulse. I didn't have to tell you about Bill Bryson today. I didn't have to tell you about the morning show yesterday. I just want to share my life story with you and invite you to get off the journey that everyone settles for and to have an adventure. Because you are how God has the adventure of a lifetime. You are God having the adventure of a lifetime. Why would you settle for anything less? Love you. See ya.